Hi, guys, and welcome to episode 1 of Joce Curious, where I don't care where you are or where you came from. If you have a talent, I want to talk to you. My name is Jocelyn Flynn, and I'm Joce Curious. Joshua Dost is a 21-year-old singer songwriter from Greenville, South Carolina. Formerly known as Judas Vale, Joshua has rebranded and is releasing his EP Honest on Friday, May 23rd. So without further ado, let's hear from him. First interview in relation to your music and in anticipation to your upcoming EP. So I just wanted to thank you so much for the opportunity. This is really awesome and I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the EP. It's all part of a rebrand that's going on for the majority of people. They will not know. I used to go by Judas Veil, Veil. You can still find some stuff there. There's nothing too exciting, just some instrumental stuff that I did in the past. And I had a lot of music on there. Most of it's gone for good. Most of it's gone for good, but some of it is being moved from that platform to my new brand, which is just my name. I decided I wanted to stop carrying a label around and Judas and what people think of. And I decided this one project was good enough to carry over and be the first music that people hear when they hear me, which is incredibly exciting, and I cannot wait.
That actually leads me to my first question. You've been making music under the name of Judas Vale for quite some time. Why did you decide to switch to Joshua Dost, and how does that feel? Is it exciting? Are you nervous about it?
It's very exciting. I am very nervous at the same time. I mean, basically stripping away any sort of facade of a pen name, a show name, performance, and kind of just delivering me and being myself. There's nothing to hide behind anymore. When people look up my name, everything that I do now will now be associated directly with me, which is a huge deal, and it broke a lot of writer's block for me actually, to step away from having to be a character to just being me, which is horrifying.
That's really interesting that you say that. That was actually one of my other questions. I can skip to that one now. Some of your music seems to be pretty emotionally charged. So I wanted to know, are they all rooted in real experiences or are some of them made up? And I know you just said you played kind of like this character, so
So a lot of songs are pieces of truth that are made to be more cinematic and more over the top and expressive
mm,
in, just kind of putting a little cherry on top of an experience. Some of the songs are just made to feel relatable to certain situations that I've been close to or involved with. Some of them are based entirely on real things.
mm.
For example, my song Good off the new EP, not any sort of reality around it. I was just in a mood one day and I said, fuck, okay, I'm just gonna write this. And the song came together in about half an hour while I was sick. I did all the vocals while I was sick. It just came together, it flourished. And it was fun. It's overtly sexual.
When did you first realize that you had a musical talent? Was this something that you decided to pursue right away, or was it something that, took a little bit of time for you to get into?
That's a wonderful question. So, my whole life, I've kind of been a performer, and it's always been performance first. I make all my music with it in mind of how does this sound when put to the live audience. And so when I was like 4 years old was the first time I was ever on stage. When I turned 11, um, life was happening. Everything started going so much faster. The older you get as a teen and a preteen, the faster life feels. And nowadays we're like, oh my God, can today just be over? And as things just progress quickly, you start to look for new things to do and new outlets to put stuff into. So I opened up this wonderful little program that you can find on Google. It's called Soundtrap, and it's a horrible music production platform, but it's where I learned how to make music starting when I was 11. And nowadays, you kind of go into it with a different mindset than what you would have then. I would never have called myself a musician then, but it's safe to say I've been doing it for around a decade now.
Wow, that's really impressive. You started at a really young age. What were you doing on stage at 4 years old?
God, if I could remember what I was doing, I would tell you.
All right. Well, what advice would you give to somebody who maybe wants to pursue music but has no idea where to start?
This is so counterintuitive, but just do it. Just go out there and start playing,
Mm,
playing things. Do you want to pick up a guitar? Get used to how the guitar feels. Don't even worry about sounding good. Just start by learning, how does it feel? Do you enjoy having the instrument in your hands? Does it bring you joy just to sit there and strum the guitar? That's probably something that you're going to want to spend more time in. And then once you know that, and once you've gotten used to how it feels in your hands, then start learning and start trying to put things together. If you want to be a producer, start somewhere free. That sounds horrible. And, just get used to using it. Get used to using it. I can say Soundtrap got me very quickly well versed into Logic Pro, which is Apple's solution to music production. And most people hate it. I love it. And the workflow of just going and having done it made it really easy for me to take that and turn it into something that I now consider myself doing it. There's a
mm,
big difference between doing something properly and just doing it. Anybody can be a hobbyist. Now, for somebody who wants to take it more seriously, you're going to want to use a lot of YouTube. Oh my God. YouTube is your best friend. There's many platforms out there that are just going to be a huge benefit. For FL Studio users, I would direct you to In the Mix on YouTube. He's a genius when it comes to techniques that make things easier for beginners, but also diving into the deep end and really getting immersed into creating soundscapes out of mixing. For any musician, I would tell you that Mastering the Mix and Sage Audio, both of them use Logic Pro, phenomenal platforms to just go on YouTube and just dive into it. I know Mastering the Mix has a 12-hour mixing masterclass that's entirely free and cut into bite-sized chunks on YouTube. Or you can just watch the whole 12 hours. I don't know why you would, but you can learn everything there. And that's where I would tell somebody who's begun, I would tell anybody to just start doing it. But once you've begun, start looking there, then start trying even more things. Like let's say somebody goes on to Soundtrap, gets used to the platform and just grows on it to the point where you outgrow it. I mean, the idea is to get started on something and outgrow it, right? Then start looking into other platforms. I know there's Ableton Live 12 that has a 90-day free trial where you get the whole platform for free for 3 months. FL Studio has an indefinite free trial. The only con is you can't save your projects. And there's other platforms like that, and there's other softwares like that. Get used to using them and what's built into them before you expand beyond that. And for anybody who goes to the gym, works out, you've heard the expression progressive overload. Do that with music. Do that with your passion. Step outside music. You want to be a video editor? Pick up Windows Movie Maker and just start doing stuff. Pick up CapCut and just start doing stuff, and then go get DaVinci Resolve, and then go get Adobe Premiere after you've mastered everything that's built into these other platforms. That's how you grow. And that's how you get into something that you have an interest in doing. Because you'll find out very quickly if you take it in the proper time, you'll find out early on, this is something I'm interested in doing. Or you'll pick up the guitar, strum it a couple times, and say, God, this hurts my fingers. I hate this shit.
That is really awesome advice and super insightful. I think that somebody can definitely take that. And I mean, firstly, just saying practice makes perfect is so accurate in any case. And then, I mean, YouTube, I can attest to that myself. I think I was about 11 myself when I learned how to do makeup from watching hours and hours of YouTube videos. So I totally agree with you there. I think that's pretty awesome advice.
For anybody who hasn't seen Jocelyn's makeup, incredible VFX, just really well done.
Thank you
I
very
know who
much.
I'm calling when I need a makeup artist.
For sure. So I think I know the answer to this one, but who are some of your biggest musical influences? How have they shaped you in your music today?
So, musical influences for me kind of stem off into two paths.
Mm.
The core of everything I've done is based on artists from my past that I used to listen to a whole bunch. And then who I've evolved into as an artist really kind of goes in another fork in the road where a lot of my stuff is very derivative of artists that I love. And I know it's derivative because I love the music they make. And I thought to myself, I'm tired of trying to make the music I think I can make. I want to go make the music I want to listen to. So, some of my biggest musical inspirations right now, David, he just released his album Withered last month, just about a month ago. Love that project. It's a beautiful collection of ballads and indie pop and indie rock. Wonderful stuff. My biggest inspirations in my whole life are Quedeca. I kind of grew up off of Quedeca. I started watching Quedeca when I was 15, when he was just a YouTube rapper who liked to rap fast and say nonsense and out of pocket cadences. Then he's grown into this incredible just artist overall. I mean, I don't think there's anybody out there who's doing anything better than he is right now. And 21 Pilots has always been the big one for me. 21 Pilots, God, right now they just wrapped up their Clancy tour as we're filming this. And they put so much into such a small package and then extend it over the life cycle of a project. And I think it's genius. I think it's genius. Even if I didn't love their music so much, what they do with their music after they've conceptualized it, created it, and published it for the world to see, and even before they do that in their rollouts for their albums, just genius. I take a lot of notes from it.
Yeah, and I think anyone that listens to your music can definitely hear a little bit of that 21 Pilots sound in there.
Full disclosure, I did do a cover of Car Radio, produced entirely by myself. Anybody who loves 21 Pilots um, knows that song. It's fully recreated, reproduced by me, and I'm very excited for people to hear it. I put months of time into that song.
That's going to be super cool. I can't wait to hear it. So, my next question kind of relates to this. Your new EP, Honest, comes out tonight at midnight. So, first of all, congratulations.
Thanks.
What can listeners expect from this EP besides the car radio?
So it's kind of a mosh pit of styles. Some of them are self-produced, some of them are not. Big shout outs to Kyre. Kyre is a producer that you can just find on YouTube, who produced one of the songs on there. Just really great stuff on there. Very cloud rap, very ambient. And then at other times, it's very indie. Very indie. I spent a lot more time exploring my voice on this one. There are two feature artists that I really think they carried me on both songs they're on, but I've been told I'm wrong. I've been told I'm wrong. So I hope for the best. And yeah, there's a lot. Very synthy too.
All right, so my next question I have for you here, is there anything that you can tell us about any potential future projects? Is there anything else in the works?
Yes. So today, Honest has released my song Eternal will also be public. Could not be more excited to have Eternal out. It is a couple of things to me, some very big steps. First thing, I did just sign a contract with a record label here in Greenville. They're called Stake Records. My next music will be coming out under the label Stake Records, and I'm fully prepared to begin rollout of my album, My Heart Is in Places I Can't Explain, which comes out July 11th, and Eternal is the first song off the album. Could not be more excited.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much for announcing that here. That's pretty awesome and great. I can't wait. Anything that you're nervous about with that?
Oh, reception. It's very different from Honest. It has similar notes here and there. Eternal is obviously pretty similar sonically. But in terms of the rest of the album, Eternal is the closest you're going to get. So do not equate Eternal with the sound of the overall album.
Okay. All right, good to know. Keep us on our toes here.
I try.
All right. And the last thing I got for you, we're gonna do a rapid fire round
Oh
of this or
God.
that. Okay. So I need quick. I need quick.
Oh no, I'm not
just
quick. All right.
say this or that. All right.
This or that.
When coming up with a song, lyrics or melody first?
Melody.
Early bird or night owl?
Both.
Lo-fi or high energy music?
High energy.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Rock or country?
Rock.
Bookworm or film enthusiast?
Bookworm.
Vinyls or streaming?
Finals.
The Office or Friends?
Friends.
Kendrick or Drake?
Kendrick.
Florida or South Carolina?
South Carolina. Come
You're
on.
wrong there. You are so wrong.
Greenville, stand up.
Tampa, represent. You are absolutely going to kill it. I am so excited to watch you throughout your journey. I really appreciate you being the first guest of Joce Curious. I am so honored. To everybody watching, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye, Josh.
See ya.
Thank you all so much for watching. I am so excited about Joce Curious. This first episode was so much fun. Joshua was amazing. I loved his energy, how enthusiastic he was, and how excited he is. So please go follow him on Instagram, on Spotify. His music is out everywhere now under Joshua Dost. Go give him a listen. His EP, Honest, is incredible. I do love Car Radio. He did an amazing job with his rendition. If you made it this far, I love you very much. Please comment, DM me who you want to see next. I am open to anybody. As you know, no requirements. I don't care about the following. I don't care about the genre. I don't care about the experience. If you have a talent, I want to talk to you. Next week on Wednesday, we have a very special guest. It's going to be my second interview, so please be on the lookout for that. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Once again, thank you all. I'm Joce Curious.